So good evening, everyone. Today, our focus is, as you can see, with preeminent leaders and senior executives from the Indian pharmaceutical industry. In your opening note, you mentioned circulation of talent across many of the major pharma companies and also skills merging. On the circulation of talent, there is a learning lag, right? In pharma industry is very unique in the sense that there is a lot of learning on the job and that takes time. And so putting these two things in together, do we just need a lot more talent, from the source? So from the institutes, from academia coming into the pharma industry, are we prepared for that as a at a broader level as a country to meet the domestic opportunity? And what about the collaboration between academia and pharma? A lot of the big organizations have their a plan in place in terms of how they can develop talent pipelines. And can you talk about this as well as, do we have a real shortage and can that be addressed within the next 5 years?
It's no longer a problem of academia and industry. Academia has started putting in a lot of courses in collaboration with the industry today, and that is preparing people earlier than later. So that's number one. Number two, a lot of companies are starting their finishing schools. Biocon does it. A lot of other pharma companies are also doing it. But it's the scale which makes a difference, and the pace of change. Today, the onus has shifted from the professors and other people in an academia to people who are designing different platforms, building content, and then to both industry and academia on how that imparting the content is going to take place, right? So today, most of the training is becoming, through AI or through web-based platforms, anytime, anywhere, and wherever we can introduce more and more of this virtual reality space, which is still quite nascent, as I understand it in pharma, it's going to make a huge difference for people, even in their last few academic years, to understand how an industry operates. Because today, being a regulated industry, pharma cannot allow people to come in and handle any documentation or touch any machine or go into a sterile space. But today, we have a virtual reality which is available. And okay, as we move ahead, it will be more easily accessible. So if that can come in, then a lot of this talent can be nurtured and pulled up from the academia itself. So I think there's a lot of good work being done, but it is also true that right now the gap is substantial. And we are hopeful that this gap will slowly start coming down.